One Punch Man webcomic chapter 123. So this was quite the eventful chapter, and trust me, I know that we're only getting started with the craziness that is about to come with this chapter and the next two chapters after this. But just for now, we're just going to be talking about this chapter. So we're picking up where the previous left off with the Mai Masks. You know, the aftermath of him going full monster, taking out the pesky clown, and now he is fully exposed, not just to the public, but also to us readers. We saw that he was this grotesque, hideous monster. Like I said in the previous review, awesome dichotomy from one here. And unfortunately, my mask cannot transform back into his human form, his handsomely masked sweet mask form. He's trying to, but he's just unable to do it. So now he's kind of just caught, you know, in broad daylight. Like maybe his saving grace would have been him like transforming back quickly, and then he maybe could have came up with some excuse, but no, he's just screwed now. And not only that, but there's also a hero on the scene, Blue Fire. We saw this guy at the beginning of season 2. He was at the underground meeting with Heavy Tank Loincloth and Magic Man. He was one of the guys that got wrecked by Garo. Garo actually ripped his frigging arm off, like one of the most gruesome feats that Garo has done to a human in the series, easily, maybe the most. So Blue Fire does not want any of the Mai Mask smoke. I mean, he was already saying that, like, the pesky clowns, like, his feats that he could just see were, like, too much for an A-class hero, which obviously they are. But then he's like, okay, so if Mai Mask took this guy down and he's a monster, I don't know if I could take this guy. And then we just see, like, everybody's just talking crap in the background. And then, quite the unexpected development here, Saitama steps in front of a Mai Mask, grabs the rock, and looks at a Mai Mask, and he's like, hey, you know what? You're really cool. Yeah, I was wondering what to deal with you when we had tea together, but turns out that you're a really cool guy. And this is like a very, like I said, interesting development from Saitama here, because I was always curious, like, how is he going to react to a Mai Mask being a monster? Because we saw how he reacted to Garo being a monster, even though Garo was kind of like a pseudo-monster, even, you know, into his awakened form and all that stuff. Saitama never really considered him a monster. He just considered, like, him wearing a costume or something like this. But that is definitely not the case with Mai Mask. He is a full-blown friggin' crazy monster here. So there's no more of that costume talk here. And Saitama is just completely on board with Mai Mask. He actually likes him. He's like, feels bad for him, but also is like, I don't know, this kind of reminds me like that part in like movies, you know, the trope, like when you see like the underdog, disfigured person, like, I don't know, Quasimodo or something like that. He kind of looks like Quasimodo in this chapter. And you see like the one character like stand up for them. And it's like, you know what, you were the cool one all along. Everybody else is just a bully. Everyone else is being horrible here, but you're the real cool one here. But then we come into this very sad moment for Mai Mask where he's just like, look, Saitama, this is the perfect opportunity. Just take me out right now. It's like, it's too late for me. Everybody knows that I'm a monster. It's on the internet. It's everywhere. There's no coming back from this. And also we have to go back a couple chapters when Mai Mask was trying to groom Saitama into becoming a successor, like his poster boy hero for the Hero Association, and just heroes in general. He wanted to become like the All Might of this world, like the symbol of peace. And I was like, look, this is a perfect opportunity. If you take me out while the whole world is watching, then you will become super famous. You'll probably become the most famous hero by taking me out at this moment in time. And then, you know, you can become what I wanted you to be. And of course, Saitama, and I don't know, it's just super sad that like, Mai Mask is just, he knows his life is over. And it's like, he's just ready to just go out with a bang. Like, he did everything he could. He was already struggling with his existence up until this point. We already knew that. We knew that, like, he was barely hanging on to his humanity at this point. And he knew that it was only a matter of time where he was just going to succumb to what he is now. And that's why he was grooming Saitama in the first place. And now he's just like, now that this has come to fruition, there's nothing else. There's nothing left for me to live for. Sad, tragic. Like when we first saw Mai Mask in season 1, and you know, when we got to his big moment at the end of season 1, there's no way you could have guessed that this was going to be his character arc. What a crazy development. I'm digging it. I think it's incredible. Loving what one's doing here. Very sad that a Mai Mask seems to be done from the series, or at least the Mai Mask that we used to know. Maybe we're just going to call this character Buto now. The monster Buto. I don't know, because Buto's like his real name. Obviously, this is not the end for Amai Mask, because we see Saitama takes him and they go flying somewhere. And this is like the big recurring theme that storyline that we're going to be getting into for like the next couple chapters. So this might not be revealed for a while, what actually is going down between Saitama and Amai Mask here. They are obviously doing something, because then we find out that Saitama makes it back to the Hero Association, but then he says he doesn't know where Amai Mask is. So they went somewhere. I'm assuming that they had a talk of some kind. And I'm going to come out with a video, because I have a crazy theory as to what's going on here with Saitama, with Amai Mask, what Saitama told Amai Mask when they were having their alone time. I cannot wait to come out with that video. I don't know when it will, but look out for it. I'm sure some of you know where I'm going with it. But then after that, we're seeing the fallout of like the world reacting to all of this. They're like, oh my god, Amai Mask, a monster. He was the pillar of the Hero Association, and now like everything is turned upside down. It's their civilization is going just as crazy as ours is right now in reality, even more so. It'd be like if I don't know, if Drake turned out to be a monster or something. Or even better, if like Lizzo turned out to be a monster or something like that, then like how would the world react to that, But anyway, so we're coming back to the Hero Association, and this is the first time they're making light of the Neo Heroes. We are going back into the Neo Heroes territory now. So excited for this, but trust me, we're going to have plenty of time to talk about the Neo Heroes and all that stuff. So we're seeing the Hero Association recruiting another hero. I mean, they've already been trying to do this. This started way before the hiatus of the webcomic. But now we're coming to them trying to get somebody else, and they're trying to get Suiryu's master. What a twist here. So obviously Suiryu is going to be joining the story, and we'll get to that chapter when we do, but we're seeing that Suiryu's somewhat of his backstory, his master, something that was that we didn't get to see in his original introduction in the manga. So his name is Suicho, Master of the Void Fist. He's kind of like an analog to Bang. They've already established that, like, okay, now that Bang has secluded himself, aka retired, we need someone just as good as him. So, like, the second best thing to Bang, I guess, in this world is Suicho, or at least one of them. It was revealed on King's mission, back in, I think it was like chapter 110 or something. Like when he goes on his vision quest, we saw that there was tons and tons of masters, similar to Bang out there. But Suicho is Suiryu's master. But not only that, Suiryu has a sister, everyone. What a crazy development. So let me also point out that, what's her name? Lin from the Super Fight tournament. She was originally supposed to be Suiryu's sister, according to Murata, but they decided to change it, and Suiryu was just his own dude, and Lin became her own girl. And but now it seems like one wanted to keep that idea, and he's bringing it to a webcomic. But now Lin has been replaced with Suiko. We're not going to find out her name in this chapter, but we will in the next chapter. You guys have already read it. I'm just sticking to this chapter, like I said. But we got Suiko here. She wants to join the S-Class in exchange for Suicho because he had passed away 2 years ago. And we're going to see where this goes. But it cuts away. And now we're seeing the Neo Heroes for the first time. And we've already seen Excel, who we see in this page here. But we're seeing new guys. We don't have their names yet. So I'm not going to go into stuff with them. Because obviously the next couple chapters, we're going to get all the Neo Hero information. And I'll go over it when we get to that chapter review. But we're seeing like another one who appears to be like a female idol. She's like the counterpart to Amai Mask. She's upset that Amai Mask was exposed and kind of went away because she was the one that wanted to take him down. That she's like an idol and all of that. Like I said, she's the counterpart to him. And then we're seeing that the McCoy, one of the pillars of the Neo Heroes, he's like, okay, guys, we finally, due to our meticulous political maneuvers, the Neo Heroes have finally acquired the necessary legal permissions to begin active duties. Now the Neo Heroes are officially active. They are a thing now. They can do whatever heroes can do. They have free reign. We're also seeing like more of the Neo Heroes guys. We're seeing like one that looks like a Yakuza or something, or like a thug or something. He's got like stitches on his face. He's right next to to Metal Bat, so maybe he's like friendly with Metal Bat possibly. And then we see Darkshine name drop somebody. He's like, why haven't we seen Blue today? And then Metal Bat says, so the top dog is already skipping meetings. So it appears that we've already discovered who the top dog of the Neo Heroes is. His name is Blue. We're going to assume it's this guy that we see in the bottom panel when he's like walking off into the distance, his shadow behind him, and it's like he was going to go after a My Mask. So, wow, what a crazy chapter. We're going to have to go straight into the next one. I'll have it up later today. But if you like this review, guys, please give it a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. I also have a Patreon to give you extra weekly Q&A. And if you haven't already, please subscribe as well. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.